Ahoy Ragamuffins, Jamie here, and thank you so much for allowing me to lead you through today's workout. If your hope is to embrace movement for more, you're in the right place. So today I have a 20-minute full body resistance band workout for you. These are gonna be the bands, these like longer type bands with handles at the end. And just a heads up for some of these moves, if we do them on the incline or on the floor, you might need to switch bands in between if you have that option, or maybe wrap some around the wrists in order to get that resistance needed. Now, for wrist health, just make sure that you're in that neutral wrist and don't allow the bands to bend your wrist in any way. And just in case you don't have bands handy, I'm also going to show alternative moves with dumbbells in the top corner so that you can follow along there as well. Today we're going to be doing 5 exercises twice. 45 seconds on with a 15-second rest break. But remember, you know your body better than I do, so take a break whenever you need it. All right, grab your water bottle, grab your towel, and let's get started. All right, getting ready to warm up here. I'm gonna grab my band. We're gonna come into what I call helicopters, so you can bring your band outstretched here, and you can start with just a rotation here. We're gonna be doing 3 warm-up exercises twice. So if this feels good, knees are soft, you can come into a little bit of a bend rotation, kind of a windmill with each, but only if that feels okay, coming side to side. I get a little bit of a hamstring stretch there as well. All right, making these adjustments, we're now gonna come into an up and over. So holding the long band again with those neutral wrists, we're gonna come up and stretch into that range of motion and then come back down. Now, don't take this used to be a party trick for me where I could like take it and come all the way back, but just make sure that you're not, hurting those shoulders when you do so. So coming up and stretching far back where you get a good kind of chest stretch there, and then coming back. Breathing, and 1. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come into deadlifts here. So I'm gonna put both feet under the band, and I'm gonna hinge at the hip. Soft knees come down. You might have to tighten that band up a bit, hinge at the hip, and then come back down, pulling it up. So my knees are slightly bent. I'm shifting here and back up. As a caveat, I just want to say this is my first recording back after surgery, so I appreciate you all so much, and always in every video I appreciate you all, so just want to throw that out there. And 1, coming up. Now we're going to get a chance as we warm up to do all of those over again, so coming into the windmills or helicopters, whichever felt better for you. So the windmills are going to be here, side to side helicopters. And the windmills are going to be hinged at the hip, down and up. Hinge at the hip, down and up. Soft knees, hinging at the hip and coming back up, not rounding the back. Helicopters are going to be here, coming into a little bit of rotation. Soft knees. Maybe those handles are flying, about to take off. Just allow kind of the feelings of that to come through the body. Now we're going to come into those up and overs again with a neutral wrist, just really being aware there. Coming up as you feel comfortable. So maybe it's here that you're coming up, elbows are soft. And when I say that, I mean just not like locked out as you come up. Maybe you come up here and you're able to get a little bit of a side stretch there. You kind of take this warm up into a place that feels good for you. In and out. This is going to be a low impact workout, as I've promised you, coming into out of surgery. So long banded deadlifts. We're going to stand on either side, grab something for balance, and slow come down, and knees soft, pull up. Hinging at the hip, knees are soft, and pull up. My hands are alongside my body as I come into this hinge, forward and up. Breathing. Good. Lift up. slow coming down. You're gonna feel that resistance on the band on the way down as well, and lifting up. Always hoping that something doesn't like hit me in the face here. All right, long banded push-up. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the band. I'm gonna start on the wall or an incline. It's gonna go around my back, kind of where my shoulder blades are. My hands are gonna be on this incline. Elbows are gonna be soft. I'm gonna come down and push against the band. Now, depending on where the band is located, you might need to put it a little bit lower. So I'm on the wall here, making sure that my wrists are neutral. And again, you can do this without the band as well. You can do it on an incline as well. Oh, sorry for all that handle movement. And you're pushing away from the band as you come down, so the band is providing that resistance. Now I'm going to show you on the ground so that I can show you all different types of ways that you can do this with the band. If you're on all fours, you're coming down, and obviously you're going to feel that resistance lessen, and bring on the resistance as you push away from that band. Slowly coming up. So I had to move my hands up to get resistance for that one. We're gonna come into a bent over row. So for this, I'm gonna stagger stance here, put on my one foot, hinge forward, and pull. So I'm getting that pull here. My knees are in a stagger stance here. I'm pulling shoulder blades down and back. You can also do an alternating pull. You got to make sure your core is tight and engaged in this piece, meaning not arched like so. Right here, pulling back. You can also do this with support one at a time. So if you're on an incline or a bench, you can come forward here, shoulder blade down one at a time, and then maybe you want to switch halfway through and do that other side. So pick one that works well for you. I'm holding on to that support, and down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come into a stagger stance or a lunge. I have it underneath my left foot, and then I got it in my right hand. Don't worry about time. I'm gonna stagger here. I'm gonna come into a soft knee bend and press up. Okay, it's underneath my left foot, and then I'm pressing up with my right hand. So standing forward, this is what this looks like here. Underneath, it might be a different foot. It might look like a different foot. And you don't have to add that lunge piece. You can add a press up here. You can add a small lunge there. You can come down into that full lunge and lift. Make sure those hips are aligned as you come down, and you can bring it all together with the lift. As you can guess, we're gonna do this one with the opposite foot and arm. So now I'm gonna try to step in about the same spot. Now I'm stepping on that right foot, and I have that band on my outside hand. My wrist is neutral. I'm coming down here. You can add that bend or lift. Anytime you can take out the stagger stance. Knees are soft and come into a one arm press only. If you want, you can add that step back, lunge and press, or from the side, maybe you are feeling comfortable with this balance-wise and you want to add a deeper lunge and press, or bring it all together and press up, down and up, exhaling. Good. I was really excited to make this video because I haven't utilized the long bands yet for the subscription. I bought them a while ago for this reason, and I'm finally getting around to making a video. All right, stagger stance, alternating tricep extension. Again, timer's a guide, so I apologize. I think I'm going over a little bit sometimes. So stagger stance, this is gonna be in the back. You're gonna wanna make it about middle resistance. Now I'm gonna come up with one arm and come up with another. So I have this foot, bringing it down and up. Oh my gosh, this is really funny because the band is like going up along my butt. Okay, well, make sure that your wrists are in that neutral position, that you're not letting them come back. Another option for this, if you need less resistance and you feel comfortable coming down on the ground, you can secure it with the knee. There you're gonna get a little bit more pull there, or maybe you need to lower the resistance of your long band. Exhale. Whew. Awesome, awesome job. All right, so one-handed, this is gonna be a balance move. This is gonna be a stability core move. If you need to, you can hold on to the wall for this, or you can do it standing. We're gonna step under, I have my left foot here. I'm gonna bring my left foot up and press it down. This is gonna be a core engagement move. If you feel balanced, keep arms here, lift knee up. I'm gonna show you it this way. Step down, keeping core engaged. You can even step out here. This is a big balance move. You can do this by holding on to something on the side, the wall, or you can have a small lift, like a, what is this, a pedal, like a gas pedal. And breathing, good. So we did this with the left foot first, and then the next round we're gonna do it with the right foot. And breathing, good. All right, resting, we're gonna come back into all those 5 exercises and do them all over again. Hopefully you felt some muscles firing, stuff coming off, shooting off. We're gonna come into those long banded push-ups. So, sorry, I'm taking a while to get set up. All right, long banded push-ups on the wall. Hands are across from chest. I have the band alongside my shoulder blades. I'm coming down and exhaling as I come up. Now remember, my arms are, actually this is a good one too. You can do it standing here as well. If you are on the incline, I was gonna show you though, elbows are in that diagonal position. If you are, bump, bump, bump. If you're in the incline position, you're doing it here on the incline. If you're in that all 4 position, I have to make sure it's really under my shoulder blades there, coming down and lifting up. All right, coming into that bent over row piece. So like I said before, if you want, you can come into one foot on, have something there for support, and pull up halfway. Exhaling on that way up, or you can bring both feet or one foot and pull back. You really got to make sure your core is engaged for that one. Core back. Hinge, not rounded like this. Hinge and pull back. You can also alternate if you'd like, a right and left, shoulder blade down and back, right and left. Pulling back, squeezing like you're squeezing that marker between the shoulder blades, coming back down. Breathing, good. Ah, nice job. Lifting back and coming down. All right, now we're gonna come into the lunge and press. So we're gonna step back, have that press. I'm gonna step on my, going to be on my left foot. I'm going to be pressing with my right. I have that stagger stance here. Always hold on to something for balance if needed. Again, you do not have to come into that stagger stance. You can be here, knee soft, and do a one-handed shoulder press, or two-handed shoulder press too if you want to grab that other handle. So coming up, exhaling down. You can come into a deeper lunge if that feels okay on your hips or knees. Remember, I like to give you a lot of options so you can choose whatever works best for you today. Down and exhale, coming up all the way up to stand. Slowly bring it back down, which I did not just do. That's what's funny about the resistance bands, is that you really have to control, or you really notice that control on the way up and down, because you can like feel the, what is that called? The words. Like the elastic coming back down, where you don't get maybe that as much with the weight. All right, second side. So you can break it up by coming into the knee bend lunge and lifting it up, or you can bring it all together. And as you come up from the lunge, come into that one arm push press. I have to hold my hand out here for balance. You can hold on to a wall. You can have hand on hip. And exhale as you press. This is a good core piece too, as I'm like, stay level. Engage and breathe up and out. All right, now we're gonna have that stagger stance tricep extension. So, like I said before, if you feel comfortable, you can get down on the ground, bring it down on a knee, come down here. So this is an option for that stagger stance tricep extension. My elbows are alongside my ears, not out like here. The other option is equating that resistance on either side. And the option that I, Dodo, forgot to give you last time is you can do one arm. You can do one arm and one arm. So you can do maybe, 10 on this side, switch, 10 on the other. These resistance bands are great for travel. Oh, I'm bending this too much. Okay, elbow bend. That's what happens when I get into a tangent. Just not a lot of bulk to that piece of like maybe weights, Resistance bands are easier to kind of to pack and move around rather than dumbbells. All right, banded those step ones where we're engaging our core. So here, we're holding strong here. And then again, if you need something for balance, go ahead and use wall, go ahead and use a countertop. You can do a lot of different movements here. You can lift up and push. This is a core piece here, engage down and so again, now I'm doing the right foot. I believe we did the left foot last time, hopefully. I'm 99% sure. 90? Okay, 90% sure. Lifting up and down. You can also kick forward if you really want to add a balance piece to it. Inhale and exhale. Good. Got a little neck piece. Neck crack. And exhale. Keeping the hip aligned, core engaged. Whew, good. Awesome job. I hope you all learned some new moves with this resistance band. We're about to cool down. So side to side, we're gonna come into the helicopters, but have it be a little bit laissez-faire. I don't know, do I even know how to use that word? Laissez-faire. We're gonna have it just be like, whoo. That doesn't sound like that would be a very sturdy helicopter, a laissez-faire helicopter. It's not like take it easy. Okay, coming around and breathing. If you want, you can drop the resistance band at any point in time. None of the other ones are going to use it. None of the other. You can have it handy if you want. Of course, it's going to be chair or floor rotation. So, using a chair, I'm going to show you this piece first. We're going to inhale up. Hopefully, you have something nearby that you can sit in. If this is an option for you, and we're going to come into a rotation. So, inhale, extend. Exhale, we're going to turn towards the right. Seated, it looks like this. You're here on the ground and you're turning towards the right. Inhale up. So now if you're in a chair now, you're going to turn towards the left. If you chose this long seated position, now you're inhale up and turn towards the left, opposite side. So seated. Oops, I'm not crossing my legs there. Inhale and come into that rotation. You can also add a little bit of the neck there into that piece. Slowly coming up, coming into our cool down. We're getting a hip flexor, right side, stepping back, holding onto something for balance. I'm going to tuck my hip there, engage the glute. If you feel comfortable getting down on the ground, you can do a half kneel, squeeze the glute, tuck the core, tuck the pelvis under, and we're going to get that nice hip flexor stretch on the right. Breathing. Same thing, opposite side. I'm going to step back with the left, get that left hip flexor, tuck my pelvis under, engage my glute, and get that nice stretch in the front of the hip. With these exercises and workouts, I like to give you all these different ways to use different pieces of equipment for movement. So I hope this taught you maybe some new moves, and again, maybe something for travel. Maybe you can utilize that. right and left shoulder. We're gonna come cross. So here, I'm gonna come 15 seconds cross. If you would like or it feels more comfortable to use a wall, I teach it here as well, where you can use a wall and kind of cross body into that shoulder. And switch, other side. Use your arm above that elbow or come into that turn. Cross, breathing. All right, standing hamstring. We're gonna come side to side, dig heel into the ground here. Or you can do standing hamstring if you have something for support here, hinging down at the hip. So choose which one works best for you today. All is okay. Oh my gosh, Jamie. What? I need a record deal, right? And slowly come up. Nice deep breath in through the nose. Fighting off a sinus infection right now too. So in through the nose is one nostril, out through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me for this long resistance banded workout. I hope, like I said, you enjoyed it. Maybe it just got you out of your mind for a little bit, or maybe into your mind for a little bit. All is okay. Movement for more. All emotions are okay because you all were made for more. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all next time.